welcome. And if you're wondering what this is, I'll tell you here in just 1 second, but we're going to be talking about the follow-up to my Faith in Humanity Restored episode I did a little while ago, and we're calling this part 2. Before we get into it, I want a couple things I'm going to throw at you is Live Reishi. Check these guys out. High-quality CBD product. Been using them for years. Love them. Easy for me to talk about. Jump over livereishi.com. Use the code word TABLE. Let them know I sent you, and you're looking at 50% off. Yep. And then also another great way for you to support the show, jump over to my website, waltzkitchentable.com. 2 ways you can do this now. One, through the merchandise store. I got some cool stuff up there I'm really proud of. Check that out. And then right underneath the middle of the page there, I set up the whole buy me a cup of coffee thing, and I got some cool things coming on that. So if you like what you hear, want to keep this going, I will anyway, but would love your support. So now on to it. What is this? It's me, this microphone, y'all listening, no notes, whatever's on my mind. So take what you like, leave the rest, and thanks for having me. Now, on to it. Couple weeks ago, a month ago, I put out an episode called Faith in Humanity Restored, because just a super quick recap on that is, since all this fucking madness has been going on, I have never been quarantined or any of that stuff. I've been out in the public and with people, interacting with hundreds and even thousands of people throughout this thing. And I feel I got a great pulse on what is really happening. We won't get too deep into that. If you want to have a conversation with me about that, feel free to reach out to me. Instagram's the best way. And what I was seeing at the beginning was people were losing their fucking mind, and it's just crazy. And then over time, it was a complete 180. By this time, right now, when I'm recording this, I believe it's a 180, and it's just going to keep getting better. People are opening doors for one another now and saying hello. And my wife and I, with our new child, were walking around yesterday, and people were stopping. We're having conversations with complete strangers, and people were this. It was amazing, and I love seeing that, and I hope it continues, and I know it will, because us as humans, we like interaction with people. So when you're out and about, man, you don't say hello to people, even if it's a complete stranger. Ask them how their day is, and actually mean it. Hold the door open. And when somebody's walking by, you don't jump away from them like they're some diseased parasite. Man, that's a fucking human being just like you. So treat them with respect and, keep that up. And I got this story. So part of the reason I did a recap is, one, the what I'm seeing is just amazing. Again, I love it, and I know it'll continue. And the other one is, I was walking up to the convenience store. This is a true story. It happened to me a couple days ago. I was walking up to the convenience store, and I was quite a ways away. I drive a big truck, and so I have to park ways. I don't park right in front of the convenience store. So I'm walking up the sidewalk, and there's this little old lady. And she gets to the door before I do, and I didn't think none of it. I wasn't paying any mind. She opens the door, and it's a glass door, and she's on the inside, and she's holding the door open. And she's looking at me. And I look at her, and I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. She's holding the door for me, but I'm like literally 10 parking spots away. And she sticks her head out from the door, and in this raspy old voice, it's got to be full of cigarettes and booze and everything, she goes, "Come on, youngster, I ain't got all day." And I just laughed my ass off. I thought that was the most amazing thing. So I put a little pep in my step, and I get up to the door, and I grab the door, and she looks at me. She had a mask on, but I could see in her eyes, in her facial expression, that she was smiling, because again, 80% of our communication is nonverbal. So when you're walking down the sidewalk and somebody jumps away from you thinking that you're some disease, something that they don't want to get anywhere near, how's that make you feel, right? They didn't have to say anything. It's all nonverbal. So this lady looks at me, and I said, "Man, you just made my day." And I hold out my fist, and she gives me a fist bump. And I'm not talking about She just touched my fist, man. She gave me a fucking pretty good fist bump. And I said, man, that is awesome. Thank you. You made my day. And she's like, bah, and walked away. But just her demeanor, she was just enjoying it. She was just enjoying life. And I bet you that lady has a good time no matter where she goes. And it was a perfect example. And I wanted to tell you guys all about it. And I'm going to keep this short because I don't want to kick a dead horse, but just when you're out and about, be fucking cool to people. Say hello and ask them what's going on and whatever, don't give a generic, oh, what's the weather like today? But fuck all that, man. Ask them a genuinely interesting question. Hey, that's a cool looking tie. Where'd you get that? Oh man, those sneakers. Holy shit, man. Where'd you find those? Those kind of things. Make somebody feel good about themselves. You don't know what's going on in their world, and you know what's going on in your world, but a quick smile and a quick hello, how you doing, might be exactly what they're looking for. So I know you got shit to do, and I'm going to get you out of here, but real quick, don't forget, liverishi.com. Use code word TABLE, looking at 50% off. I would love for you to jump over to my website, waltzkitchentable.com, check out the merchandise, and then the whole buy me a cup of coffee. I just started that thing, and I got some cool things coming up with merchandise and extra things that you can get, so with membership. Keep that in mind, and again, I appreciate everything and all the love that I received over this last Faith in Humanity Restored post, and up just around everything around the show. So thanks, everybody. I love all you guys. And until next time, much love.